Now, as people in the Calder Valley continue to clean up in the aftermath of Storm Bert, one group from West Yorkshire are developing a solution they say could prevent a repeat of the surface water which deluged some of the properties at the weekend.
Yes, that solution, they say, could be in the humble form of moss, which the project, which is working with the National Trust on Marsden Moor, says can mitigate the impact not only of flooding, but also wildfire and atmospheric carbon. Victoria Whittam explains.
Flood sirens ring out across Hebden Bridge and Todmorden, warning residents that surface water from the hills pose an imminent threat. This weekend, the rain from Storm Bert and snowmelt sent a fast-moving deluge into the Calder Valley.
We're just going to sort of dib in with our dibbers.
But a project in Calderdale, the first of its kind, has found a unique solution, a miracle plant once abundant on this land.
Sphagnum moss holds up to 20 times its own mass in water. As the rain falls, slowing the flow off the moor, reducing flood risk. Also, the sponge-like structure of sphagnum moss reduces the intensity and the risk from wildfire. And as it grows, sphagnum moss is absorbing carbon and storing it within the peat.
Oh, great, because I've only got 2 left.
On a day like this, the moorland couldn't look more bleak, but its role in helping to prevent climate change is a really positive one, because peatland just like this can hold more carbon than all of the forests of the UK, France and Germany combined. But that peat wouldn't be here if it wasn't for sphagnum moss.
Peatland is a really rare habitat. It only makes up 3% of the globe surface area, but it holds 30% of the world's land stored carbon. And we have 12% of the world's peatland in the UK. So for a small island, the importance of peat for us as a nation for tackling the climate crisis is massive.
But centuries of industrial pollution, intensive drainage and overgrazing have damaged this environment. Now the wetlands are dry with nowhere for heavy waters to go.
On a dry moorland, the purple moorgrass catches fire. That sets fire to the heather, which sets fire to the peat, and the peat burns for weeks.
40 wildfires have ripped across Marsden Moor over the past 5 years. The financial cost to the uplands, nearly £900,000. Needing a cost-effective way to restore the moor, the National Trust heard about a unique project that could teach volunteers to propagate sphagnum moss.
So if we take that one...
The purpose of the project is to discover a method of growing sphagnum, to grow the sphagnum, to plant it on our moors, and sharing that knowledge so that we're not keeping it to ourselves. So that there's about 6 other nurseries setting up now across the UK using the Calderdale sphagnum growing method.
But sphagnum won't grow on dry peat. 3,000 leaky dams like this are planned to raise the water table, bringing back the bog.
They hold back water on the moor, and whilst that water is pooled here, it seeps into the surrounding areas, and what that does is it helps to raise the water table, making it less suitable for grasses and much more suitable for sphagnum moss.
And in the battle to slow the flow, restoring this sponge-like plant to the uplands could play a vital role in protecting homes and businesses in the valley below. Victoria Whittam, ITV News.